Good morning, everyone. There's a story about this religious Jew who had 14 children. And someone once asked the mother, "How many children do you have?" And she said, "I have one of each kind." In the beginning of this week's Torah portion, it talks about Moses and his wife Zipporah and how they had two children, Gershom and Eliezer. But listen to the way the Torah describes the two children. The Torah says, Shem ha'echad. The name of the one was Gershom. And then you would expect it to say, and the name of the second one, but it doesn't say that. It says, V'shem echad. It repeats it a second time. And the name of the one was Eliezer. And perhaps what the Torah is communicating to us is that if you look back at the book of Genesis, there is a running theme throughout the whole book. And it's the theme of sibling rivalry as a result of favoritism. We have the story of Cain murdering his brother Abel. We have the story of Isaac and Ishmael. We have the story of Jacob and Esau, and then Joseph and the brothers. Time and again, parents favor one child over another, and as a result, there's jealousy and animosity. And so therefore, the Torah now in the book of Shemos tells us about the first set of parents who have children, which is Moses and Zipporah. And when describing the two boys, it doesn't say the first one, and then Hasheni, the second one. It says Echad, the one, meaning the only one, the one and only son, Gershom, and the one and only son, Eliezer, because each one is the one and only child. How many of you have seen favoritism in your own family? Did your parents favor one of your siblings over you, or you over one of your siblings? And do we commit that cardinal sin of showing favoritism to one child over another? And what the Torah teaches us is when we show favoritism to a child, not only can we tear apart and destroy our family or create tremendous hurt and pain to the other siblings, but actually the siblings will turn against that child who you're showing favoritism to. And so you're not doing that child a favor by showing them any favoritism. But perhaps there is one kind of favoritism that is a positive form of favoritism. And that is when someone said that a parent could only be happy as their least happiest child. When you have one child that needs you more than the other children, a child that's going through a challenge, then that child can become your favorite child in the sense that you give that child more attention and more love than the other children because that child needs you more than the other children need you at the moment. It's a story about this father had a daughter with a medical condition, a neurological challenge. And one day he invited a doctor to his home who was an expert in this field and told him that one of his children had this challenge. But he said, "Thank God she's doing so well that I doubt you could even spot which one of the children has this challenge." And he invited him over to the Shabbat dinner. And at the end of the dinner, the host asked the doctor, "Were you able to figure out which one of my children has this neurological condition?" And the doctor said, "Yes, I figured it out." He said, "Which one?" He said, "The name of the girl." And he said, "You're right. How did you notice it? It's completely undetectable." And he said, "When all of you children lined up in front of you before the Kiddush, as is customary, to bless your children, you gave every one of your children a blessing. But when you blessed that child, there was a little bit more emotion, a little more feeling in it, because you have a special bond and attachment to that child because you've seen her go through so many struggles in life." Shem ha'echad, v'shem echad. Each child, and then not only our children, but each child of God is the one and only child. And therefore, we should never show favoritism to one human being over another. Have a wonderful day.